In the enchanting realms of Middle-earth, crafted by the legendary J.r.r. Tolkien, lie hidden truths woven into the very fabric of its tales. Today, we embark on a unique journey to uncover Tolkien's 10 Signs of God's Presence, a voyage through the eyes of one of literature's greatest minds to discover divine signs interlaced within his epic narratives. If you find solace in these timeless stories and seek wisdom in their depths, consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more explorations into the mystical and the divine. Stay with us as we unveil these hidden messages, each a beacon of hope and faith, revealing how, even in a world of fantasy, the profound truths of God's companionship and guidance resonate with us all. Sign 1: The Light in the Darkness. In the epic saga of The Lord of the Rings, J.r.r. Tolkien masterfully intertwines the forces of light and darkness, crafting a narrative rich with symbolism and profound meaning. Among the myriad of symbols, the Phial of Galadriel stands out as a beacon of hope amidst the enveloping shadows of Mordor. Bestowed upon Frodo in the ethereal woods of Lothlorien, this luminescent gift contains the light of Arendal's star, the brightest in the Middle-earth sky, representing an unwavering, pure light, an antidote to the creeping despair brought forth by the Dark Lord. As Frodo and Sam traverse the perilous paths of Mordor, the phial becomes more than a mere source of light, it transforms into a symbol of divine presence, guiding and comforting them in moments of utter despair. This radiant light, amidst the overwhelming darkness, is Tolkien's powerful allegory for God's eternal vigilance and guidance. It reflects the idea that even in our darkest hours, when all hope seems lost, there remains a divine light that darkness cannot extinguish. Tolkien's Catholic worldview deeply influenced his writing, embedding the theme of light as a symbol of divine truth, hope, and guidance. The Phial of Galadriel, therefore, is not just a magical artifact. It is a tangible manifestation of God's grace, a reminder that we are never truly alone, even when all other lights go out. The enduring light of Arendal within the phial symbolizes unwavering faith, a guiding star in the night, leading us back to the path of righteousness even when we seem to be astray. Thus, the first sign of God's presence, as envisioned by Tolkien, is the light that persists in the face of darkness. It serves as a metaphor for the faith and hope we carry within us, an inner light that never fades, no matter how dark the night may appear. Sign 2: Strength and Fragility. In the heart of Tolkien's Middle-earth, the unassuming hobbits of the Shire emerge as unlikely heroes, defying the expectations of those who equate power with physical might and stature. This narrative choice by Tolkien is a profound commentary on the nature of true strength and the places from which it arises. The hobbits, particularly Frodo and Sam, embody the concept of strength and fragility, demonstrating that the most significant acts of courage and resilience often come from the most unexpected sources. The journey of the hobbits is fraught with peril, yet it is their small size, their humility, and their unwavering spirit that ultimately prove to be their greatest assets. In their vulnerability lies their strength. Their innocence and purity of heart shield them from the corrupting influence of the One Ring, a burden that mightier beings could not bear. This paradox highlights a deeper spiritual truth, that God's power is made perfect in weakness, a theme resonant with biblical teachings. Tolkien's portrayal of hobbits challenges the conventional wisdom of his time and indeed of any time, suggesting that true heroism is not the preserve of the traditionally mighty. Rather, it is the small, everyday acts of kindness, the quiet steadfastness in the face of adversity, and the simple faith in what is right that carry the light of God's presence in the world. The hobbit's journey from the comfort of the Shire to the fires of Mount Doom is a testament to the extraordinary capabilities of the seemingly ordinary, an affirmation of the divine principle that in our fragility, we find a unique strength granted by God. This strength enables us to face the darkness, to carry burdens too heavy for others, and to fulfill destinies that shape the course of history. Thus, the second sign of God's presence in Tolkien's vision is found in the small, the humble, and the fragile, reminding us that it is not in grandeur but in simplicity that we often encounter the divine. It is a call to recognize the power of the underdog, the strength in gentleness, and the victory in vulnerability, guided always by a force greater than ourselves. Sign 3: Whispers of Creation. Tolkien's deep reverence for nature is intricately woven into the fabric of Middle-earth, where the ancient woods, murmuring streams, and towering mountains are not merely backdrops but active participants in the story's unfolding. This profound connection with the natural world serves as a canvas for the third sign of God's presence, the whispers of creation. In the Ents of Fangorn Forest, the eagles of the Misty Mountains, and the living trees of the Old Forest, we see nature imbued with voice and agency, echoing the belief that all creation is a reflection of the divine. These elements of Middle-earth are not just fantastical inventions but symbols of how God communicates through the beauty and majesty of the natural world. The whispering leaves, the roaring waterfalls, and the silent majesty of the mountains all speak of a creator's artistry, reminding us that we are part of a larger, sacred tapestry. Tolkien, through his depiction of Middle-earth, invites us to listen to the whispers of creation, to find moments of transcendence in the natural world that surrounds us. It's in the simplicity of a blooming flower, the complexity of an ancient tree, and the vastness of the night sky that we can sense the divine presence, whispering to us, guiding us, and reminding us of the interconnectedness of all life. This sign encourages us to step outside, to breathe in the air of the world, and to listen to the subtle language of creation. It's a call to recognize that in every leaf, in every drop of water, there is a message of hope, a flicker of the divine, inviting us to remember that God is with us, speaking through the beauty of the world He has made. Thus, the third sign of God's presence, as envisioned by Tolkien, is the sacred dialogue between creation and the Creator, a reminder that in the grandeur and the minutiae of nature, we can find the divine whispers that guide, comfort, and inspire us on our journey through life. Sign 4, Protection on the Journey. In Tolkien's epic, the journey of the Fellowship through the treacherous lands of Middle-earth is fraught with danger at every turn. Yet, amidst the darkness, there are moments of providential protection that seem to transcend mere luck. This theme of divine guardianship is embodied in the fourth sign, the unseen shield on the journey. As the Fellowship faces the darkness of Moria and the vast armies of Sauron, they are aided by forces beyond their comprehension. Gandalf's fall in Moria, while tragic, serves a greater purpose, leading to his return as Gandalf the White, a more potent force against the darkness. Similarly, the timely interventions of the Eagles, the mysterious aid of Tom Bombadil, and the protective enchantments of Galadriel's gifts are all manifestations of a protective grace that guides and shields the travelers. These moments of protection are not mere coincidences but are Tolkien's way of illustrating the concept of a divine providence that watches over the journey of life. It's a reassurance that even in our most perilous paths, there is a guiding hand, often unseen, that steers us away from harm and towards our destined end. This sign speaks to the belief that we are never truly alone in our endeavors. There is a higher power that offers protection and support, especially when the road seems most dark and uncertain. The protective grace in Tolkien's narrative invites us to reflect on our own lives and the moments where we've felt an unseen hand guiding us through difficulties. It's a call to trust in the journey, to believe in the protection that comes not from our strength but from a higher source, ensuring that we reach the place where we are meant to be. Thus, the fourth sign of God's presence, as seen through Tolkien's eyes, is the assurance of protection on our journey through life. It's a reminder that in the face of adversity and danger, there is a divine guardianship that surrounds us, offering light and safety as we walk the paths set before us. Sign 5, Wisdom of the Ancients. Within the vast tapestry of Middle-earth, Tolkien pays homage to the wisdom of the ancients, embodied in characters like Gandalf, Elrond, and Galadriel. These figures, steeped in the lore and history of the world, offer guidance and counsel that prove invaluable to the quest of the Fellowship. This reverence for ancient wisdom and the lessons it imparts forms the fifth sign of God's presence, the timeless truths handed down through generations. Gandalf, with his deep knowledge of Middle-earth's history and his understanding of the deeper workings of the world, often serves as a guiding light for the Fellowship. His advice and actions, though sometimes mysterious, are rooted in a wisdom that transcends the immediate. Similarly, Elrond's counsel in Rivendell and Galadriel's insights in Lothlorien provide the Fellowship with the perspective and strength they need to continue their journey. This celebration of ancient wisdom is Tolkien's reminder of the value of tradition, history, and the lessons of the past. It's an acknowledgement that in the stories, experiences, and teachings of those who came before us, there lies a wealth of knowledge and insight that can guide us in our own lives. The wisdom of the ancients is a conduit through which God's guidance and truths are passed down, offering direction, comfort, and understanding to those willing to listen. In our modern world, where the new often eclipses the old, this sign calls us to pause and reflect on the enduring truths that have stood the test of time. It's an invitation to explore the rich heritage of faith, philosophy, and morality that has been handed down to us, to find in it the divine wisdom that can light our way through the complexities of contemporary life. Thus, the fifth sign of God's presence, as illuminated by Tolkien, is the treasure trove of wisdom found in our history and traditions. It's a testament to the idea that in the ancient words and deeds, in the stories and teachings of old, there lies a guiding hand, shaping our understanding and leading us towards the light of divine truth. Sign 6, Unbreakable Fellowship. In the heart of Tolkien's narrative lies the Fellowship of the Ring, a diverse group of individuals from various races and backgrounds, united in a common cause. This fellowship, bound by a shared purpose and a deep sense of camaraderie, embodies the sixth sign of God's presence, the power of unity and community. The strength of the fellowship lies not in the might of its members but in their loyalty, love, and mutual support. Through trials and separations, their bond remains unbreakable, reflecting the notion that in the communion of souls, in the gathering of like-minded individuals, there is a divine grace that sustains and empowers. This unity is a beacon of hope, a testament to the idea that together, we are stronger and capable of overcoming even the most insurmountable challenges. Tolkien's portrayal of the fellowship mirrors the Christian concept of the body of Christ, where each member plays a crucial role and the well-being of each is bound to the well-being of all. It's a vivid illustration of how God's presence is manifested in the connections we forge with one another, in the shared burdens and the collective joy. This sign invites us to reflect on the communities we are part of and to recognize the divine within these bonds. It's a reminder that in fellowship, in the act of coming together for a common purpose, we find a strength that surpasses our individual capabilities. We are reminded that in times of isolation and division, the call to fellowship is also a call to witness the divine presence among us, guiding us to act in unity and love. Thus, the sixth sign of God's presence, as envisioned by Tolkien, is the unbreakable fellowship that stands as a pillar of strength and a source of comfort. It underscores the importance of community and the indomitable spirit that arises when hearts and hands are joined in a shared mission, revealing the profound ways in which God works through our relationships to foster resilience, love, and hope. Sign 7. Renewal after desolation. Throughout Tolkien's Middle-earth, themes of ruin and rebirth are prevalent, capturing the cyclical nature of despair and hope. The desolation of the Shire, the ruin of Gondor, and the decay of Mirkwood all eventually give way to renewal and restoration. This cycle symbolizes the seventh sign of God's presence, the promise of renewal after periods of desolation. The scouring of the Shire, for instance, sees the once peaceful and idyllic homeland of the hobbits marred by industrialization and evil. Yet, after the defeat of Saruman and the removal of his influence, the Shire is restored to its former glory, even flourishing anew. Similarly, the crowning of Aragorn marks the beginning of a new era for Gondor, as peace and prosperity return to the kingdom after years of decay and war. These narratives are symbolic of the signs and wonders that point towards the divine hand at work in the world. Such moments serve as reminders of the miraculous within our own lives, the instances of unexplained beauty, unexpected blessings, and serendipitous turns of fate that hint at a larger narrative at play. They challenge us to look beyond the surface, to see the world with eyes of wonder, and to recognize the divine fingerprints on the canvas of our existence. This sign encourages us to be attentive to the signs and wonders that surround us, to the moments that fill us with awe and remind us of the majesty and mystery of God's creation. It's an invitation to celebrate the miraculous in the everyday, to remain open to the possibility of the divine breaking through in spectacular and subtle ways. The ninth sign of God's presence, as illustrated by Tolkien, is a call to embrace the wonder and the mystery of the divine, to acknowledge the signs that point towards a reality infused with grace, and to allow these moments of transcendence to deepen our faith and our understanding of the world. Sign 10. The Eternal Song. At the very heart of Tolkien's mythology lies the Ainulindale, the music of the Ainur, where the world was conceived in a symphony orchestrated by Iluvatar, the supreme deity. This creation myth, where the universe is sung into existence, encapsulates the 10th sign of God's presence, the eternal song, a metaphor for the underlying harmony and purpose that binds all creation. The music of the Ainur signifies the idea that the world and everything in it are part of a grand, divine composition where every creature, every element, and every moment contributes to the ongoing melody of existence. This concept resonates with the belief in a cosmic order, a divine plan where even discord and strife eventually contribute to the greater harmony intended by the Creator. The eternal song is a reminder that our lives are not isolated notes but are part of a vast, interconnected symphony. Each action, each choice, and each moment of our existence adds to this melody, contributing to the unfolding narrative of creation. It's an invitation to live in harmony with this divine music, to seek alignment with the broader purposes of God, and to play our part in the symphony with intention and grace. This sign calls us to listen for the music amidst the noise of everyday life, to attune ourselves to the divine melody that underlies our existence. It encourages us to find our place within this cosmic orchestra, to embrace our role in the divine narrative, and to live in a way that contributes to the beauty and harmony of the whole. Thus, the 10th sign of God's presence, as envisioned by Tolkien through the music of the Ainur, is a profound affirmation of the interconnectedness of all things, the purpose and order within the universe, and the divine melody that guides and binds all creation. It's a call to recognize our part in this eternal song, to contribute our voices to the harmony, and to find in this music the expression of God's presence and purpose in the world. With the exploration of Tolkien's 10 signs of God's presence complete, we have traversed a landscape rich with symbols and narratives that intertwine the divine with the magical world of Middle-earth. Each sign, from the guiding light in the darkness to the harmonious strains of the eternal song, serves as a beacon, illuminating the ways in which the sacred permeates the fabric of creation, both in Tolkien's mythology and in our own lives. This journey through Tolkien's signs offers more than just a deeper understanding of his works. It invites reflection on the divine fingerprints present in our world, encouraging us to seek out and recognize the signs of God's presence in our everyday lives. It's a call to view our surroundings, our challenges, and our joys through a lens of wonder, to perceive the sacred in the mundane, and to embrace the spiritual journey that we are all a part of. As we conclude this exploration, let us carry forward the lessons of Middle-earth, holding onto the belief in the light that guides through darkness, the strength found in fragility, and the harmony of the eternal song. May these signs inspire us to walk our paths with faith, to live our lives as part of the divine symphony, and to find, in the stories we tell and the lives we lead, the unmistakable presence of something greater than ourselves. In the spirit of Tolkien, let us remember that every story, every life, and every moment is a part of a grander narrative, one that is continuously unfolding, guided by the hand of the divine, and filled with the potential for wonder, beauty, and profound meaning.